What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wavy back with another video, and today I am back finally, y'all. It's been 3 months. We don't talk about that, okay? Hey, those 3 months never happened. It never happened. We are back. If y'all don't know, I've been streaming on Twitch. I've been playing through the From Software games. That's what I said I was going to do a couple of months ago. Play through all of them, starting from Dark Souls 1, because I already played Demon Souls, so I was going to skip that. I was going to play through Dark Souls 1 all the way to Sekiro, and we were able to do that and beat all the DLC. So I wanted to get my ranking on those games that I played, including Demon Souls, because I mean, it's already up here, so I feel like it's the best thing to go about it. So today, like I said, I wanted to rank all of the From Software games that I've played, like, you know, just talking about just the Souls-like games and all that, starting from Demon Souls. Even though I said we didn't play it on stream, I still want to include it in the list. We're going to be coming from Demon Souls all the way to Elden Ring, and, you know, just ranking my list, my personal list. All right, don't get butthurt if I disagree with you on a certain game. It's my opinion, but like I said, it feels good to be back on just YouTube recording videos, because like I said, the last video we posted was 3 months ago. I think we played Nocturnals. It did pretty well and all that, but like I said, I don't know what happened. I ain't gonna lie, I got lazy with posting on YouTube and streaming, because I was just majority just streaming for the most part. So I want to incorporate both, get those moving, and hey, see how it goes. Maybe we're gonna start off with the list. But before we get into this video, if y'all enjoy content like this, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Your support helps push these videos out to new people, you know, reach a wider audience so they can see my beautiful list that I'm about to create. So like I said, if you enjoy the content, please sure to leave a like. And with that being said, let's get into the absolute perfect list for the best From Software games. Coming in at number 7, I think it's pretty obvious. We're gonna be throwing Demon Souls in there. This is actually the first From Software game I ever played. When I got my PS5, it came with, actually no, it didn't come with it. That was the first game I bought on my PS5, Demon Souls. Played through that. It was beating my ass because it was my first From Software game, but going back towards, you know, like playing it over again, it's like it's all right. I mean, the combat was pretty bare bones in my opinion, even with a remake, because I mean, that's just how the game was specifically. The graphics though, that's literally one of the best PS5 games in terms of graphics. I think personally it was a phenomenal looking game, but I mean, the bosses weren't too difficult once you actually play through the rest of these games. It's basically a cakewalk in my opinion. So I think throwing it at 7 is pretty, you know, it was a pretty good ranking for it. I think a lot of people would put it at 7 or 6, but you know, I think 7 is a good spot for it. I think everybody can agree on that, right? I mean, come on. Now this is where I might lose people, I'm not gonna lie. Dark Souls 1, we gotta throw them in 6. We gotta throw them in 6. Let me explain. I basically had no trouble with this game whatsoever. This was the first game we played out of the catalog of games we were gonna play. We started off on Dark Souls 1. I really didn't have any trouble with it, for real. I think my only gripe was a lot of the runbacks. I forgot what that boss's name. It was in the lava section. It was in the lava section. I gotta look this up real quick. What is that boss's name? My God, the Bed of Chaos. That boss right there was so unbelievably garbage, not because of the actual difficulty, which I mean, it did play a part, because the fucking arena that you fight him in is kind of ass. It's the actual run back to the fight. I think it's the longest run back in the game, for real. I didn't have a good time playing the boss, and like I said, the majority of the other bosses weren't really difficult, especially the last boss. Yes, I know he's supposed to be weak due to lore, but I mean, it sounds like an excuse for making a non-hard boss, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that took me like 8 attempts to beat him on the final part, and I was using a strength build for Dark Souls 1, but we switched it up throughout the games. But like I said, Dark Souls, you know, it started like the whole catalog of the games. It's the pioneer. It started it all. That doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it good. Dark Souls really put it on the map, because Demon Souls is like, you know, it's there, but Dark Souls 1 basically set up the rest of the catalog. So, you know, it's like the grandfather, but he's just the worst out of the entire family. So I'm gonna put Dark Souls 1 at 6. People are gonna be mad about that, but it is what it is, man. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Dark Souls 2, but that doesn't mean that I didn't really like this game. Dark Souls 2, I actually had more fun playing that than Dark Souls 1. It was a lot more difficult. I really love the armor sets, especially from the armor you get from the DLC. Like I said, very fun. Like I said, the only gripes you can really say is the agility stat. I felt like that was very dumb to have in the game regardless. You had to get it to, I think, 100 agility just so it wouldn't be random when you're supposed to be dodging and all that. The hitboxes for some of the bosses were kind of ass. I can't even lie to you, man. They were pretty bad. But honestly, I feel like Dark Souls 2, I had the most enjoyment looking at the environment more than Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 1. So like I said, Dark Souls 2 is gonna be at 5, but only because the other 4 are just, it's levels to this. But Dark Souls 2, like I said, I definitely really enjoy that game for sure. All right, coming in at number 4 is gonna be Dark Souls 3. I'm not gonna lie, Dark Souls 3 might have some of the best bosses in the franchise. You got the Soul Ascender, you got Gale, you got Sister Frayed, you have what's his face? Midir. You had Midir. Honestly, I think it had the best DLC bosses of all the Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I mean, that's not really a debate. Can we not debate on that? Because I feel like they have the best bosses. Combat was very fluent. I love the atmosphere. I will say some of the areas did get very fucking annoying trying to run through. I will say that. The run backs in this game were fucking ridiculous. I mean, I would just call it what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. But all in all, the combat is very, very fluent. I love the atmosphere. Like I said, I think it has the best bosses out of the 3 Dark Souls games. I mean, I think we can all say that. But I mean, 4, it's a little bit of an understatement because you got the last 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. I don't think they top those whatsoever, man. So yeah, I'm gonna put Dark Souls 3 at 4. Coming in at number 3 is gonna be Bloodborne, man. And it sucks to put it here, Bloodborne at number 3, but the only reason I really got it, yes, you have the 30 FPS that's capped off. You get used to it afterwards, but once you start getting into those like boss fights that have a lot of motion just happening at once, it did start to dip down a little bit. I felt like personally, because like I said, I got used to the 30 FPS, but then it just felt like it dipped a little bit lower if you were fighting like a very big ass boss or a boss that was just moving fast as shit. But Bloodborne, like I said, I think it has the hardest boss, in my opinion. The final DLC boss, I forgot his name, I gotta look it up again. Oh my god, the Orphan of Kos. Bro, that shit, I think I died at least over 100 times. I think I had to end stream and come back to it. I think it took a while. Bro, he was beating my ass. That is a very, very hard boss fight. Honestly, I think is the hardest out of the rest of these bosses. I think so, bro. I think I got to put it there. Yeah, I think the Orphan of Kos is the hardest boss for me personally. Everyone has their own hardest boss, but I think I gotta put it there. But Bloodborne, like I said, the atmosphere is probably one of the best in the entire franchise. Because like a dark, what's the word for it? What's the word? Victorian Gothic. That's the definition for it. Because I don't know, man. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's hopeless. You got the whole atmosphere. Like when you first get into the city, the bodies that are just piled up, burning. It's like it's tough. It's tough. Like I said, it's a very fantastic like atmosphere and whatnot. The bosses, one of the best in the game. The combat system with the parrying, I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I never even upgraded the actual handgun, but you didn't really need to. A lot of the bosses could be parried with the handgun and all that. Like I said, my only gripe was the 30 FPS counter, because I mean, but you get used to it, but it's just mainly, it just dips down sometimes when you're fighting certain bosses. I would say that. And honestly, I think that's the only thing I can hate about it, bro. And it sucks that you got to put it at 3, but you got Sekiro and Elden Ring. I don't think it's better, bro. I don't think it's better at all. So yeah, I'm going to put Bloodborne at number 3. Coming in at number 2, going to be throwing in Sekiro, man. Like I said, I think Sekiro has the best combat of all the Souls games. Like I said, I don't even think that's up for debate. Like I said, the only boss that really gave me trouble, for real, I think was Ishin, the final boss, and then what's his name? Was it Wolf? I think that's what his name was. No, Wolf is our character. What the hell is old boy's name? Owl. Oh my god, yes, it was Owl. Owl was fucking me up. Owl was a really good boss fight. Pretty difficult. The game gets it's a big learning curve once you start off. Like the first couple of hours, you got to get used to the deflect system, managing your actual like deflect meter at the bottom, make sure it doesn't get full. That's it. It's a very, very fun game. Once you actually learn the combat system and get it down to a T, you can breeze through the shit. So I want to say it's the hardest in terms of learning the mechanics. Once you learn the mechanics, it's kind of like Bloodborne, where okay, you get your deflections down, boom, 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 you're able to get through the game like that. Meanwhile, from the other games, it's just a lot of rolling, hitting two, rolling, hitting two times, rolling again. So it's not very that innovative in terms of like, let's say Bloodborne and Sekiro. But like I said, Sekiro, phenomenal fucking game. But I can't put it at 2, or I can't put it at 1, because you got to go Elden Ring, man. Elden Ring, like I said, I think is literally a top 5 game for me ever. That's how much I love Elden Ring. I've beaten Elden Ring at least 6 to 7 times on just one character, and I beat it again on some other characters, like a strength character. I had a dex character, I had an intelligence character. I made a build around dexterity and faith, or was it strength and faith? I think it was strength and faith. But Elden Ring, man, oh my god, like I said, I fucking love this game. I love the Melania fight. Who else? Who were some other bosses that I really enjoyed? Melania. Really love Bale from the DLC. I think Bale is my favorite DLC boss, in my opinion. Bale was probably, honestly, you really think about it, do we consider him the best dragon fight? I don't know, man. Out of all the games, Bale was like that. Bale was a very, very fun boss. Malekith was probably the one that gave me a lot of trouble, just because of his blade that he had in the second phase, fucking me up. Definitely fucking me up. But like I said, Elden Ring, man, I think, like I said, probably a top 5 game for me, man. I fucking love this game. And this was the first Souls game that I actually completed, because I played Demon Souls, I never beat it, but Elden Ring was the first From Software game I actually beat. Then I came back to Demon Souls and beat that. Like I said, Elden Ring will always be number 1 for me. Like, it's literally a top 5 game for me of all time. I fucking love this game, man. But with that being said, this is going to be my list. So at number 7, we got Demon Souls. Number 6, Dark Souls 1 Remastered. Number 5, Dark Souls 2. Number 4, Dark Souls 3. Number 3 is going to be Bloodborne. Number 2, Sekiro. And number 1, Elden Ring. Let me know what y'all think about my list. Personally, I love my list. Like I said, if I were to change anything, maybe I would throw Bloodborne at number 2. Because, I mean, Sekiro and Bloodborne is, like, right here in terms of favoritism. But, like I said, I'm still going to throw Sekiro in there because I enjoyed the combat more. And, obviously, like I said, it ran phenomenal on PC. But I played Bloodborne on PS5. But it was still the PS4 version, so, you know, it's still capped off at 30. So, those could be interchanged. But, like I said, I'm still going to throw Sekiro at number 2. But, hey, let me know what y'all think about my list. If y'all thought my list was goated, if y'all thought my list was absolutely the worst thing in the world, please be sure to let me know. Let me know your list, what you think. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you guys that you'd like to see more, please like, subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications and bells on episodes upload from your boy, Jordan of the Nation, as always. See you guys later. Peace.